Since the government started disclosing non-human intelligence last year,
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the
Non-human.
assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
I think it's time that we check out some UFO sightings throughout history.
Let's start in ancient Egypt. The Thule Papyrus, dated back to the reign of Pharaoh Thutmose III, mentions fiery discs in the sky, flying across the heavens as if almost in battle. Not to mention the helicopter hieroglyph, as well as them depicting the sky as a cosmic ocean. Don't forget, many people also believe that pyramids were built by aliens. Could the fiery disc described be considered UFOs? What do you think? Let's move on to the Nuremberg UFO sighting in 1561. This happened in the skies over Nuremberg, Germany. Residents reported witnessing a spectacular battle between flying objects, mysterious wild colors, and flashing lights abound. Woodcuts from the time depict strange shapes and lights sparkling in the heavens. Could this have been the true beginning of Star Wars? Next, we have the well-known Roswell incident of 1947, one of the most famous alleged UFO encounters in history, with the military actually reporting it as a flying saucer and later redacting their statement, calling it a weather balloon crash. However, the weather balloon crash story came after the rumor had already spread about the flying saucer, with witnesses saying they saw the crash site and the remains of the pilots. The Washington, D.C. incident of 1952. Multiple UFO sightings over the nation's capital led the U.S. Air Force to launch Operation Blue Book to investigate. There was even a scramble launched by the president to try and capture these objects in flight. By the time they got there, these objects vanished, of course, like they usually do. So they weren't able to actually shoot them down at this time. While some explanations were given for the sightings, most of it remains absolutely unexplained. Next, the Betty and Barney Hill case of 1961, legendary in its class. These I actually remember reading about when I was younger and how they were abducted, and it still blows my mind. The Hills claimed that they were taken aboard a UFO, examined by these extraterrestrial beings, and then later they were returned home. I feel like at the time I would have freaked out. Now I feel like it's just like I don't know. It happened before, so I wouldn't be as scared. I'd know I'd be coming home, so I feel like I'd be a little more comfortable. Next, the Kecksburg incident of 1965. Residents of Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, reported seeing a fireball crash into the woods, later also claiming to have seen a mysterious acorn-shaped object, actually several acorn-shaped objects, being pulled away by possible military or government personnel. The official explanation given was a meteor, but the people from the sightings, like the actual witnesses, they are like, nah, this thing was metallic and it was shaped like an acorn and it was not a meteor, bro. Like meteors aren't acorn-shaped metallic objects. Next, we have the WOW signal, 1977. This one's a strong radio wave that was detected from outer space. Jerry R. Iman named it Wow because of his excitement in the moment, not because the message itself said wow. He was just literally so shocked that he wowed himself and wrote wow down on the official notes, and that's kind of how it got its name. Its origins actually remain a mystery. And it leaves that mystery like, is an alien civilization trying to contact us? Is it a message for us? Or is it just something that they were doing that happened to get blasted out into space and we just happened to receive it? I hope we find out soon. The Rendlesham Forest incident of 1980. A series of UFO sightings by military personnel in the UK, witnesses reported seeing strange lights and triangular objects in the forest. This to me, I don't know. It's actually super creepy because I feel like UFO, okay, yeah, I'm fine, but UFO in the forest? Like the forest? Like already, that scary place and all the scary stories. I'm already shook in the forest. I'm scared crapless that maybe a wolf is gonna attack me. Who knows? Like now I'm seeing these strange lights that would freak me out. I would lose it. This is a potential alien visitation, though, like if they are light beings, maybe it's not a ship that comes down per se. Maybe it transforms into them. Maybe they're like a part of it. I mean, it would still freak me out, but the light being aspect, I don't know, maybe I'd find some comfort because some people are like, they're like angels. We need more information. I want full disclosure, and I hope that we get more meetings that lead to something incredible. Now let's move on to the Phoenix Lights of 1997. A lot of people are very well aware of this one. This one's very popular. It has a lot of footage, actually. There's footage from the news, there's footage from residents. Like they had handheld cameras and they were just freaking out. This is a mass sighting. When I say mass sighting, I mean thousands witnessed mysterious lights over the Arizona sky. Official explanation ended up being flares, but many of the witnesses and their videos that prove it because they have tapes show that these things showed up in a V formation and they weren't shaped like flares, nor do they look like flares. They look like light bulbs or something. I don't know. It looked insane. And let me know what you guys think about the Phoenix lights because personally, y'all know I don't believe these are flares. So comment below. Now, I know we all remember the USS Nimitz UFO incident from 2004. The Navy pilots encountered a mysterious object off the coast of California. This is what has become known to be the Tic Tac UFO. It's seen on radar, and they got a good visual of it as well. And I believe you guys have actually seen this video because I have it in one of the other UFO videos that I did. It has unmatched capabilities, and it left seasoned aviators shocked and in awe. And this is one of these sightings that prompted further investigation. Now, there's also the Chicago O'Hare incident in 2006. This one reminds me of the one in California from 2020, I believe it was, where they had to shut down the airport. United Airlines employees and pilots reported seeing a saucer-shaped object hovering over O'Hare Airport, like Chicago O'Hare Airport. This UFO was witnessed by many individuals, some people grabbing pictures, and the media gave it a lot of press. However, with it getting all this press, there's still no explanation given. The government hasn't actually spoken about it, which I just find it strange because this one actually did get a lot of press. So the fact that they were able to ignore it and no one really questioned it, that's very concerning. I find it strange, and hopefully we get more answers. Now that we're kind of getting the ball rolling, we're seeing that they're talking about bringing these briefs back like they did last year. So hopefully with some of these hearings and briefs, we get more info on these objects. Now, of course, a major UFO, which I love and I speculate has led to an increase in sightings, in my opinion, of 2017. It is our first known interstellar visitor. Do you guys remember this? This was Oumuamua. That thing is crazy. The object flew through our solar system, displaying strange characteristics, and then, um, bro, it did like an about face and it dipped out, which objects like meteors and stuff, they can't do that. Um, yeah, that's not how that works. It just literally turned around and it left. So I feel like it could have been an alien mothership dropping off probes to scan the solar system, maybe from a species that we haven't met before, or maybe it's a species that's already been here and they're dropping off new probes, like maybe their tech is kind of worn out. I don't know. I think of us how we send stuff out, even though we've already sent things out before, but it's like, oh well, yeah, our probe broke down, or like the rover only lasted so long. So we're sending more mechanical. Like, why wouldn't they? Um, I don't know. That it could be a mothership. Then we have the USS Omaha incident of 2019, with video footage showing a spherical UFO descending into the ocean. I put this in another video as well. This is the quote unquote USO, where they're like, it has a splash. Remember, they said that it has a splash, and then it goes in the water. So we know that they do not reduce speed in the water or in the wind. Currently, nothing seems to affect them, and they can move through this plane of existence effortlessly, which leads me to believe, again, we talk about this a lot, that they could be interdimensional. Next, we have the Tikal incident of 2020. And this is a very interesting incident. I've actually still been trying to get the original video of this. I saw it when it was going around, but I haven't seen it since. I've now seen these more processed videos. They look too processed, almost fake. So I want the original recording. Reports emerged on this particular case of a pyramid-shaped UFO hovering over an ancient Mayan city of Tikal. And in Guatemala, several witnesses captured the strange object. And I don't know, this coming towards this area and like being above the pyramid, it just gives me very ancient astronaut vibes. Like they were here before and had a big part in what we were doing before they left. And maybe the pyramids are bases or something, because they do seem to appear above pyramids. And then the fact that they're going to specific locations. Now, of course, we've been covering some of the other sightings that have been happening. And now we're considering, is the United States actually hiding aliens, or as Grush would put it, non-human entities, because he refrains from calling them extraterrestrials, which I feel like we're going to talk a little bit more about in the video of the alien interview that I have coming up. And I'm sorry, I know it's going to be a little late, but it's definitely on the way. But I do feel that he may feel that they're also interdimensional beings as opposed to just extraterrestrial.
I just really feel like there is obviously more than we're being told, and they're trying to lead us to believe something a little bit more obscure, and I hope that we get answers soon. Let me know what you guys think. Check out that compilation and those paranormal videos right there.